Fans were worried about James Gunn adding a humor angle in his upcoming film Superman, however early reviews suggest a positive reaction. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. James Gunn is so back, and this time, he has brought David Corenswet with him. Probably creating one of the best Superman movies of all time, the world is very excited and worried about James Gunn's Superman. However, insider reports allege that an initial test screening has taken place for Gunn's Superman. Comparisons to Henry Cavill's Superman were made, and the thing that Superman fans were worried about. Well, it allegedly worked out beautifully for David Corenswet's Man of Steel. Some talks were revived on the internet which stated that there would be some funny moments from James Gunn's upcoming film which genuinely concerned the fans. The scenes were humor-filled jokes, which is rare for a DC film character, and fans were a tad concerned about the possibility that this might turn out to be another The Flash fiasco. However, notable film insider Jeff Snyder took to his blog to share some details on what he had heard about an alleged test screening of Superman. The early reviews were quite positive. According to Snyder, the comedy angle, which had concerned the fans greatly, actually worked much better within the flow of the edit. Check out his full comment below. They said David Corenswet delivers as the Man of Steel, and that the jokey moments I mentioned on my podcast, The Hot Mic, were initially viewed out of context, but worked much better within the flow of the edit. Snyder further continued, they compared it to how Gunn balanced the humor and the drama in The Suicide Squad, saying it has genuinely funny moments, but it also knows when to drop the shtick and get serious. The current runtime is roughly 140 minutes. Well, that's a relief. We do understand why James Gunn decided to go with a funnier take on Superman, since there have been countless iterations and almost everyone had a similar thing. So, how do you make your Superman different in a world that is obsessed with anti-heroes like Homelander? You try something different. That is what James Gunn did, and that is what he believes will be different for his Superman. Why James Gunn decided to add humor to Superman? Presently 8 people have donned the iconic blue cape of Superman since the character's live-action adaptation in 1948. Although every Man of Steel had a different vibe and a different style, some things had to stay. Like Superman's planet getting destroyed, his coming to Earth and arriving in a pod, adapting the identity of Clark Kent, becoming Superman, Lois Lane, etc. However, the versions of Superman that were there on the big and small screens were always different. In a 2023 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the seasoned director talked about why he chose to add humor to his version of Superman. How can I make it different from the Superman movies that have been made so far, but also have it respect all the Superman movies that have been made so far? So it just took me some time to try to figure it out. He further continued, I learned so much from making these movies. But it's not like Superman is going to have exactly the same vibe as a Guardians movie. It's actually quite different. Well, some alleged positive reviews and some insider details point to a good run for James Gunn's Superman, but only time can tell whether this DCU film will be a hit or a run for the money. James Gunn can surely have his way with the character that he created while the world watches in anticipation of this masterful director. The iconic film is set for a release date of the 11th of July 2025.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalglish, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13, he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16, he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner, who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandigo, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of two of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped make Cavill a familiar face, and during its 4 seasons, 2007 to 10, he also appeared in such films as the adventure fantasy Stardust, 2007, and the Woody Allen comedy Whatever Works, 2009. After The Tudors, Cavill proved his skill as an action star, playing Greek hero Theseus in Immortals, 2011, and the son of a CIA agent, played by Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day, 2012. In 2011, Cavill announced that he had been cast as Clark Kent/Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. He later admitted that he had missed the call from director Zack Snyder offering him the job because he had been playing the online game World of Warcraft. To portray the Man of Steel, Cavill transformed his body, adding so much muscle that he sometimes split the seams of his Superman costume. He also had the opportunity to work alongside Crow, who played Superman's father. Jor-El. Cavill went on to reprise the role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, starring opposite Ben Affleck as Batman, and in Justice League, 2017, featuring such DC comic book heroes as Wonder Woman, played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot. In between Superman films, Cavill starred in director Guy Ritchie's big-screen adaptation of The Man from UNCLE, 2015, playing a CIA agent who teams up with a KGB agent, played by Armie Hammer, and in Sand Castle, 2017, portraying a Special Forces captain on a 2003 tour of Iraq. Cavill then played the main antagonist in Mission Impossible Fallout, 2018, the 6th installment of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible series. In 2019, he assumed the lead role in the hit Netflix series The Witcher, based on the novels by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski, whose sources include Polish mythology and Slavic folklore. Cavill played Sherlock Holmes, the elder brother of aspiring sleuth Enola Holmes in the movies Enola Holmes, 2020, and Enola Holmes 2, 2022. In 2022, Cavill had a cameo as Superman in Black Adam, renewing speculation that he was planning a return to the role 5 years after Justice League.